I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Williams. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Cardinals at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he fires one incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Flush to his right.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they've picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Williams, running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Rolling to his right. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. They see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
18 Play action. Here's Willis.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So his struggle's just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. From the 24, Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. On first down, Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Willis, third and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance, that's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Lance. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Here's Johnson, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Looking deep downfield. And from this spot in the field with the clockwork. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st down, Lance.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Lance's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one there scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Willis from the gun on third down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Now Willis on fourth down. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Play action, Willis.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down at 4, Lance. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll be out right at the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Willis now off play action. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Lance. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hunter Henry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Willis will try and throw for this. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the
fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fournette running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That play stopped in its tracks by lineman Fadarian Mathis.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Willis.
He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
One final try here for Willis.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. A But, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Arizona, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's another week, another loss, as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look